have to direct our energy here towards Sock. He's definitely going into this as the underdog in position 11 in the global ELO rankings, whereas Lin is on 3rd place in those standings. And yeah, has been absolutely devastating against everyone but 1-0 and happy as of late. We begin our best of 7 on Northern Isles. Gonna start a prediction again for you folks. Recently, Sock had been playing a lot of fast expansion. Also here in the Doubi Cup against Focus, this is what he tried, and it sometimes worked and other times did not work so well and was punished very heavily. Then he's playing the Farseer Grunt into Headhunter opening. This means he's going to have one Grunt out early and then Headhunter following after, so this is a very high tempo early game play. The tech with this is a bit later, but especially against a fast expansion, this can be very strong. I wonder if Sock still adheres to this fast expansion. We'll see. Thank you, by the way, Heiner Müller, with a 13-month resub. Much appreciated. So, certainly no instant expansion for Sock, and I think with that, you probably won't try to expand at all, I imagine. Chimiko especially loves going for 2 farm tech, but here it's going to be a 3 farm tech by the looks of it. Lightning Shield on the Farseer could perhaps be effective against peasants, or at least for creeping maybe. And it's going to be a quick level 2 on both sides. Sock scouts what's going on. Seeing Farseer Headhunters shouldn't surprise him too much. Oh. Tech starts. Militia called. So it's going to creep the Tuskar camp. With the Archmage, pick up the big item. Get closer to 3. But that also means the camp won't be available for the second hero. And he's taking a lot of damage on the footies. Not so much on the Water Elemental. One of mana stealing is decent.
The town is under siege.
Oh, and there's no tower yet. Sock still doesn't have a tower for quite some time. This could certainly be an opening for Lin to do some damage. Especially since he's got that Wand of Lightning Shield. Okay, but Sock finds him. Farseer picks up the item. Wand of Illusion, always good. Tier 2 tech halfway done. Sock is in fact slightly ahead with the tech. Oh, there's the Lightning Shield. Not having a tower here is certainly quite annoying. But good splits. Not too much damage on these peasants. And the Farseer still has plenty of mana. He received a bit of mana steal, but it still seems to be all fine. We have defend as well, so finally some help against the piercing damage from the Headhunters, of which we're going to have 5 here in a moment. A player's forces are under attack. But he's chasing away the Berserkers. Oh, Wand of Illusion and Lightning Shield. Oh, damn. Summons the Wand of Illusion behind the wall. And a Lightning Shield. Oh, that was sick. Oh, that was sick. Lightning Shield doesn't last a long time, but 2 peasants have gone down. Or was it 3? I think it was 2. Ooh. The wolf's looking for more kills. Farseer almost out of mana. Well, he is out of mana. He got drained again with the Wand of Mana Steal. And an Alchemist second. Sok has really been quite creative with his second heroes lately. Tinker against Night Elf, and here Alchemist against Orc. I'm not sure if I've ever seen this before. It's very good right now for creeping, like we can see here. Huh.
A player's forces are under attack.
TC, of course, for Lyn, Bestiary, and Lodge. For the wolves in the main base again. Oh, almost got a kill. Oh, oh. Good defense by Sok, keeps these alive, so he lost 3 peasants only, in quotes. PC comes out, doesn't get the benefit of solo creeping. Farseer's going to pick up a bit more experience. And we see no rifles here, so it's going to be straight up mass breakers and casters.
A player's forces are under attack.
So creeping quite aggressively here. Taking out the opponent's natural, that's valuable experience. Not going to the TC. The Ring of Regen also quite nice. Still no solo experience for the TC. Lyn really wants that to get that level 3 on his Farseer. Only one Shaman out at the moment. And the TC might be getting surrounded. Trying to with the footies. Oh, he almost had it. That was close. Next Watcher Metal comes out. Purge. Not ready at the moment. And first kill for Chemico. For Sok, I mean. But that's the double level up. Level 3 for the Farseer, level 2 for the TC. That's going to be a good help now. TC trying to line up the perfect stomp. There it is. But this is looking pretty solid for Sok so far. The acid bomb here in the early skirmish is definitely nice. Question is how well is it going to work later. Oh, Archmage in the meantime took quite some damage, but he's got the Ankh. He's actually still safe. Where's the first stomp? No stomp. There we go. Stomp finally lands. But still a lot of units very hurt right here. Wolves chasing away the Archmage.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, and now with the Raiders, those might be some more easy kills. Purge. Alright. Quite a few Shaman have fallen, but same can be said for the footies, I guess. The Raiders with the aura easily able to chase, but okay, won't chase for that kill. Not the easiest game here for Lyn, but despite having suffered here a bit, he's going to try to expand now at around 50. Sok supply definitely not lower, but he's got lots of gold. Tons of gold.
A player's forces are under
Gonna pick up the heal scroll and invuln right here. Oh, can he get the last hit maybe? No. TC also picks up the item, and that's gonna be Speed Scroll Chase. Easy kills. Doesn't try to force the TP right away, but rather look for the easy pickoffs. The early Raiders with the Ensnare are so strong here to find these kills. 2 casters taken out right away, and Sok. I wonder if he shouldn't have TP'd or just been more passive in the first place. Oof, 6 supply going down and not traded for anything. The early skirmish here with the Alchemist looked good. But once the 50 supply was assembled for Lyn with the Raiders, I think Sok a bit too aggressive. TC gets the level 3. Big level up right there. Doesn't get the Immo Potion. But since there's no Mountain King on the other side with Stormbolt, he doesn't even need that Immo Potion so much. Lyn picks up the heal scroll and he can be pretty sure that the opponent is over here at the lab. Alchemist gets the item. Unfortunate. With the thingamajig, the crystal ball. Where are all the raiders? Ah, there they are. I think they were slowed.
A player's forces are under attack.
First breaker, but immediately the Kodo Beast is ready. I think once again we can see the chops of Lyn. How good he is in this matchup. As the expansion is coming up, it is scouted thanks to the crystal ball. But Sock's army is just so tiny. It doesn't seem like there's anything you can do right now to deal with this. Lyn is still holding on to the heal scroll. Almost level 4 on the fast here. He's going to get it here. And can still force a little fight here. And TP out if needed. And buy time for the expansion. Normally what Lyn likes to do though is pressure a bit. Find a few kills maybe. And then fall back and claim more items from the shop. Because the next heal scroll is about to be ready. Gonna grab that here, I imagine. Has to wait a bit. Oh, and missed it. Good old shop delay. There we go. Already in upkeep, by the way. The Raiders in the TC already in position to defend through this avenue.
A player's forces are under
Taking out the creeps as well, while protecting the second base. Lyn looking excellent here as always. Ring for the TC is actually very good. It's going to make him nice and tanky. Water Elemental trying to do their best, but there are Shaman. Heal scroll popped, everything healed. TC runs in. Stomp was okay, not great. And Sock sees there's no chance anymore. GG is called, and Lyn leaves no doubt who was the better player there on map 1. Some cute attempts by Sock. But, the Alchemist, I'm not sure if it really works out in the end. It's very good to get a hero from the tavern right away and to start creeping instantly. But just his effect in the late game, not so sure. If he hadn't lost those units in the middle when he was too eager, maybe it could have been different. But Lyn is, well, very, very tough to overcome, especially in this matchup. For map number 2, we're going to be seeing Last Refuge. Sock now having his map choice, probably sees Last Refuge as his best chance. But Lyn so far is leaving no doubt about his shape. Just like in the days before, here in the Doubi Cup, Lyn has been looking really good. He did, of course, lose one series to 120, who also seems to be on fire right now. Like I said earlier, 120, Happy, and Lyn. These seem to be the top players at the moment. Map number 2. Sock in the bottom left on Last Refuge. In the top right. We're gonna make some predictions again. Alright, earlier we had like 29% for sock. I wonder how many we're gonna get this time. Then going with the same build again, it would seem. One grunt into Headhunters. Right? 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 Yeah. Should be a war mill here. There we go. Farseer coming out. Peon Scout trying to prevent the Shadow Priest pickup. Oh yeah, we got a lot more on Lin this time, eh? $85% for Lin this time around. I don't blame you. Very close to waking up the creeps right here. Yep, there it is. Peon is sacrificed. Oh, can you still get the Shadow Priest here? Oh, seems like you can. Archmage getting slowed, but it's okay. Oh, and that's big. That's big. Sock gets the Shadow Priest. Despite the Peon Scout. And I guess Hitman was right. He always told me this Peon Scout is just a ruse. Actually, it doesn't prevent the creep pull, the merc pull. And there, Sock proves it to us. Having the Shadow Priest now for the Dispel is such a big help. It makes life for the Farseer much harder. Picks up the Punishment Potion, that's actually very nice for him. Creeps up the first camp, but the Archmage got level 2. Got the Cloak, which is also not too bad. Oh, the Farseer wakes up the creeps, though. And that's one footy in danger. Oh, the Water Elemental would be level 2, I believe. Oh, but it's denied. Wouldn't quite have been enough. But close.
A player's forces are under attack.
Bit more experience for Lin using the replenish. Close to level 2. Attack again very slightly faster for Sock. Wasn't the main being annoying, but the militia should be able to clean that one up. No defend yet, by the way, not being researched at the moment. Sock has the resources, but not researching the upgrade just yet. Watch Elemental again denied. And the wolves summoned into the main base over and over. That's probably smart by Lin. He can't really use them to fight too well because the Shadow Priest is ready for Sock.
The town is under siege.
Alright, wolves now being resummoned. Not much creeping here on the two sides. Now the Shadow Priest is ready with the Dispel. There we go. Then gets the level 2 though. Got the 1 creep now. Let's get the Chain Lightning ready. As tier 2 is about to finish. Playing around the last. Where are the footies?
A player's forces are under attack.
Here they are. Lin took a bit of damage here, but we'll be able to heal up soon. Shop has finished. TC is coming. I really like those early raiders. the early raiders to pick off a couple of casters here and there. Seem pretty strong. Oh, it's the Beastmaster! The Beastmaster returns! With the bear. And this is going to be some scary pressure. Burrow, basically fully surrounded. Defend is ready. And Lin's in trouble, dude. One building cancelled. Second building cancelled. Good old Archmage Beastmaster pushing to the tier 2 base. Was that a cancel? I think so. Waiting for the TC to finally be ready. The cow finally comes out. But Lin doesn't seem to be in a great spot. Could this be a tier 2 tower push, maybe? Well, it's not easy to do, of course, against Headhunters. Look at these summons, though. Look at these summons! Oh, boys. Are you getting worried for your channel points already? I wonder. Lin's still supply blocked. His lumber is extremely low here. TC defending the main base. He's got the Stomp ready. Hasn't used it yet. Oh, Beastmaster almost getting surrounded there against the trees, but not quite. Not so easy with to deal with the defend footies at this stage in the game. And the lodge is cancelled again. Lin in big trouble here. Doesn't have too many Headhunters left either. Only 3 Headhunters, I believe. One of them might be getting chased down. Oh, another one died in the base. Stuck with the great mid-game. Oh, he's gonna find the grunt as well. Wow. This Beastmaster has worked out incredibly well. Honestly, though, I think what allowed this all, rather than the Beastmaster, was the Shadow Priest. This Shadow Priest changed everything. And Len is really far behind right now.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
Sok now finally continuing to creep. Level 3 Archmage should be acquired soon. With how few Shaman there are, maybe he should just go for Watch Elemental level 2. He's giving solo experience to the Beastmaster here. Gonna get level 2 and then some.
Player's forces are under attack.
Lim, with the weak position that he's in, certainly cannot afford to expand this time. He's too far behind. He has to come up with something else. Fighting the flute here is, of course, excellent for his Headhunters. Invis Bear.
Player's forces are under attack.
Ready to scout at least. Don't think he can do too much with harass. That for the Beastmaster, also good. Beefing up. Frontline hero, not a bad thing. And now we got the level 3 on both heroes. And if there's 2 summon heroes, it can be pretty tough for the Shaman to keep up in the mana battle. And time again. Invis cast. Harassing the peons. It's pretty cool. Those peons are going to be in trouble at some point.
A player's forces are under attack.
And again, the next bear arrives. Lin got both consumable camps, though. First one was one of mana stealing, which is alright. Big Invo Potion, also very nice to have for the TC. Use the Invul, heal self in the meantime. And Sok now daring to go for an expansion. Ivory Towers right away. And Fish Supply is looking quite strong now. He's got the perfect resources needed to do this. Getting attacked in the main base. Will be losing the shop, but that one can be remade without too much trouble.
The town is under siege.
Invis Bear, ready to harass. Shaman doesn't have mana.
A player's forces are under attack.
Then probably doesn't want to take this fight for real. Just poke a bit, buy some time, kill some peasants. Maybe kill one peasant at the moment. But he doesn't have an expansion coming. And if the expansion finishes here, Sok should be really far ahead. Bit more experience. Shaman. Gonna grab that one. Very low lumber is Sok now, though. He's only got one peasant on lumber right now. In this Archmage retraining into Blizzard, really? Okay. Sorkin Viz has just been wonderful. Oh, okay, they're getting taken out here. That's level 4 for the Farseer. TC also about to reach 4. Just needs a little bit more. Book of the Dead, certainly a very poor find. The priest can dispel against that pretty easily. Medallion of Courage. Wow, look at this Beastmaster! Woo! Plus 13 strength. And 6.6 armor. This guy is super tanky. Doesn't pick up the tome though, I'm afraid. Chain Lightning finds the kill. Berserker taken out. That is... Oh! And 3 casters were not in range for the TP. Oh no. That hurts. That hurts. Well, the priest can be saved, I guess, with the invis. Two peons have fallen. Probably loss of gold mining time lost as well, right? Yeah. How much is that?
Attack.
Yeah, more than 400. Of course, the bear having so much HP takes quite a few purges to take out, especially the level 3 bear, but we're still very far away from this. Alright, what's the best item here to beef up the Beastmaster more? It's a Talisman of Evasion, right? That would add a ton of EHP to the Beastmaster. Oh, peasants getting taken out. We have a Witch Doctor. Sentry Boy is going to be placed. And Lynn is going to try to play an evasive hit-and-run kind of style, I imagine. With superior vision and movement speed. Chain Lightning hurts. A lot of peasants now very damaged. Beastmaster gets level 4. Now we got the level 2 Quill Beasts, I guess. The army for Sok still seems to be so small. Supplies even, but it doesn't really look like it. And we got level 4. We have 1 Wyvern now in the mix as well. No Water Elementals to counter them. But slow. And maybe some Quill Beasts. One Raider falls. It seems like Lynn isn't really willing to take a real fight here. Expansion might be assaulted next, but there's also 2 towers there ready. Sentry's also revealing the inverse summons right here. Archmage. Oh, not in range of the stomp. Oh, and that Blizzard is doing a good job. Speed scroll to reposition. That was the second speed scroll. The last speed scroll. Chain Lightning into the back. The Wyvern doing a good job, of course, against the air units. The Breakers. The Breakers, once again, very tough to deal with for the Orc, as so often. Wolves have been getting stolen as well, thanks to control magic. TP out has to be forced. And the Farseer gets level 5. Is he gonna go wolves or not? Wolves, unfortunately for him, can be stolen, but they're great at harassing the main. It looks like it's not walled off here. Maybe it is, I'm not sure. Alright, Sock on 2 bases. Now I finally have some time to build up the big army. Stabilize. Len still seems to be pretty far behind. Breaker in the Kodo's stomach reveals what the army's up to. The Farseer is 5. The TC is close to it as well. It is Chain Lightning 3, by the way. I love this tanky Beastmaster, dude. 1200 HP, 6.6 armor. He's nice and chunky. Against the expansion, Chain Lightning, Wolves, lots of damage against the peasants, but the Wolves switch sides. Lyn might be getting sandwiched here between the humans' main and expansion. There's a TP on the Orc side to use if needed. Maybe he should retrain into Shockwave. Just go for building kill. More peasants going down. Lightning shield as well. Ooh, the peasant slaughter. Oh my god, the stomp. And lightning shield. Jesus. TC gets to level 5. Oh, that lightning shield. Oh my god. Oh, and the peasants, they run into their demise. Oh. One after the next. Oh my god, what a slaughter. Oof. Lyn being down a base, playing this very well. Looking for every opportunity that he can. Especially with his increased mobility, the move speed advantage here is trying to pick apart Sock little by little. Oh, lightning shield. Stompa. Ooh, baby. That expansion might just be falling. Lyn showing his excellence. Can he commit? Could use the ensnare here on the peasants. Committing with full damage, and it is enough. Wow. Lyn, by finding the points of weakness over and over, comes back from being down a base, down in supply. After having suffered so much at that push early on tier 2. Sick. Sick. Sick plays by Lyn. But he's not out of the woods yet. The breaker numbers still being problematic for him. Oh, and the blizzard. Blizzard's doing a lot of damage. Speed throw again, trying to reposition, trying to force the TP on the Archmage. He's actually got no TP, he's got an invuln. TC, by the way. No mana at all. Invul potion forced. And now everything's slowed. The sorceress is kicking in nicely. Chain Lightning achieves a good amount of damage. Farseer close to level 6, but his wolves can't really be relied upon. Kodo Beast gets off one Devour. But then he's losing a lot of units. Down to 50 supply, but so is the human, I guess. The Wyvern, especially the Wyvern, proving to be really good. Not much to attack them, and here's the Chain Lightning, that's the kill. Zippity zap, clickety clack. Archmage goes down, level 6. On the Farseer, not skilling the ultimate. Is going for the wolves, can't summon them right now. Hits roll again. And Lyn has done it once more. Maybe. Beastmaster close to level 5 as well. Doesn't have much mana though. AM has been rebought. Not much slow left, by the way. Most Sorks have been taken out. So, movement speed advantage once again clearly on the York side. Purge on the Archmage doesn't have any more potion anymore. Chain Lightning, BAM! It's the dieback. And the TC's about to get level 6 here as well. Just one more kill needed. In fact, the Devour will be enough. Might be even getting it before. God damn, Lyn. How are you so good? Level 6, that must be it. Beastmaster got level 5 himself. He is a tanky, chunky boy. But now even the breakers are getting picked off one by one. And the Wyvern. The Wyvern were brilliant. The Quill Beast as a counter didn't seem to work well enough to counter the air units in response. And Sok has to tap out GG, and man, what a disappointing loss for Sok. He was so far behind. Strong early game with the Shadow Priest. Super strong follow-up on tier 2 with the Beastmaster, and then in the late game even manages to get up the expansion. But it was not enough. Lin, excellent play, abusing the low mobility and low catch of the human army. Of course, if there's no Stormbolt, there's no if there's no MK, there's no Stormbolt to work with. And Lin brings it back. Marvelous play that Lin has been showing here for quite some time in this tournament and in others. It was only 1-0 who could bring Lin to his knees. Everyone else has been left in the dust so far. 2-0 lead now for Lin. The series is not over yet. Sok still has a chance to fight back here, but it's of course very tough now being down 0-2. And especially if he loses the next map and is down 0-3, that's what we call basically impossible. So it's very important now for Sok to try to score on our third map. Echo Isles should be a good map for him. It's good for fast expansion if that's the route you want to take, but you don't have to. And also allows you to go for fast Shadow Priest oftentimes. But then again, the Orc can try to steal it as well. This Shadow Priest, its impact cannot be understated. We saw on map 1 how important it is, how it changes the whole early game dynamic. Waiting for Sok right now. Maybe need a small break here for our third map. Then of course went into this as the favorite. Wait, did we have predictions a moment ago? Yeah, right? Oh, it was 36% on Sok. He almost made it, but no, in the end, it was Lin. More points for the Lin believers. Should be back here with us in a short while. Tomorrow, of course, we're going to be back. We have a total of 14 play days here at the Doubi Cup. And yeah, every day a new game or a new set of games is coming. Tomorrow we're going to have Lin returning and playing an Orc Mirror against Focus. And also 1-0, stepping up once again, going up against Chemico. Chemico, who I am still a big fan of and I'm very convinced of as being an outstanding player, but Chemico down at 0-4 in a very tough spot here. Sok, by the way, also down at 0-4. This could be the 5th loss for him in a row. A bit demotivating, perhaps. The humans have definitely had a tough time here so far in the Doubi Cup, and so has Moon. But Moon earlier finally got his first win against Chemico in that very close series. But it's very clear that the Orcs and Undeads are on top right now in the Doubi Cup. I wonder if something happened. Sok hasn't returned. Ah, there he is. Okay. Sok finally back. Need a short break. But now ready for map number 3. A few weeks ago, Fast expansion was the go-to build for Sock. Seems like he has moved away from this. But if there is a map to play a fast expansion, then it is this one. Echo Isles. Easy merc camp, easy expo, long attack path for the opponent. And since the other strats didn't work, maybe it is time to try the 2-base play again. We'll see if Sock is keen on that again. But Lin's shape at the moment just looks so marvelous. Even if he slips up in the early game and gets punished and falls behind, Lin's so often still able to keep his composure and find a way back in the late game, like we saw there just a moment ago on map 2. Lin brought it back with one hell of a strong Farseer, man. That level 5 Farseer with a Chain Lightning doing quite some damage. And the Wyvern. I thought the Wyvern was just brilliant. Was the Blizzard transition the right call, by the way? I wonder. If you have AM and Beastmaster, shouldn't you be spamming summons like crazy? Aren't the Shaman gonna run out of mana at some point? I guess it's very high risk, right? If the Shaman are indeed out of mana, then it's very good. But if they have enough mana and all your summons just disappear, then I guess you're just feeding away experience. Hard call to make, I guess. One grunt into Headhunters once again with the Farseer. Oh, baby. Look who it is. Blood Mage first. Very cool. Style points for Sock. Trying to play Blood Mage fast expo. And level him a lot. Is he gonna go Flame Strike or Banish, I wonder? For creeping early especially, Banish helps a lot more, normally. Big Orange Bird, perhaps a possibility. Phoenix is extremely strong against Orc. But as always, reaching level 6, not so easy. Alright, it is Banish. Ring of Regen for the Blood Mage is a great item. This is wonderful for being to heal against the chip damage every now and then. And Lin has not figured out what the build for the opponent is just yet. Okay, an Arcane Tower standing in the main, ready to defend the main against the wolves especially. The cool thing also with the Blood Mage is you can give mana to the Shadow Priest to have more dispels against the wolves. Oh, then trying to steal the creep here, pick up the item as well. Almost level 2, and it's just one more creep. Oh, and snare on the Headhunter. That one could be killed quite easily. Blood Mage with the Siphon, working out pretty well. Oh, the footy. Survives for now.
The town is under siege.
Gets one kill, and it's not a bad start for this Blood Mage. The great thing about the Blood Mage here also is, if on tier 2 there's going to be raiders being aggressive, you can use Banish to get out of Ensnare. I wonder what the second hero is going to be. Blood Mage into... I don't know. And there we see the Shadow Priest getting banished. And is waiting for the next summon of the wolves. Dispel. Working out quite well. But still, certainly some damage being taken here. Last hit goes to the Blood Mage, level 2 still. Picks up the gloves. Second Shadow Priest joining in. Okay, the expansion has to be abandoned for now. That's a big delay on the expo. Oh, then got the Berserker. Oh, that was big. Oh, Sok wasn't able to protect the Berserker. If he had secured that Berserker for himself, that would have been a big, big deal. But Lim was able to steal it. Oh my god, the troll is going to kill the farm as well. Things are starting to look a bit rough now for our human. Blood Mage finally going to clean up the expansion. Get that level 3. But level 3 isn't even helping him too much here. Farseer is out of mana anyways. More peasants going down. Trying to steal the last hit. That didn't quite work. But more footies falling as well. The Headhunters and Berserkers doing a lot of damage. Farseer is completely dry. But now we can engage into this fight. Defense is upgrading. But it's far from finished. Bloodmage is getting some good experience. But also more being picked up for the Farseer. Oh, easy cancel on the tower. So much piercing damage here from the still 3 remaining units. A lot of banish being forced. Grunt gets away barely. It's a very close affair here between the two. Everything seems to be low and close to falling. We have double bestiary coming. This could be Wyvern perhaps even. No water elements of course here to protect against Wyvern. And the TC is on the way. Even against Blood Mage, the TC is still a good choice. His aura, always strong, always a strong tank. Of course, Siphon is going to make things a bit difficult for him. And then poking from all sides. Everything's still very hurt. Oh, the last second banish save. Blood Mage also starting to run out of mana though. That banish doesn't last forever. One more peasant dies, and Lin has been able to do maximum damage here with the little things, the few things that he had, very nicely. And that's maybe another kill. Oof. Oh baby, oh my god, everything is so hurt, dude. Ah, the spear reflects. Woo. Defend RNG. Farseer gets level 5, level 3. I mean, get the wolves ready, summons them. Alright, the expansion is finally going to finish, but there's no lumber. Power build stops for the time being. We got raiders coming. Blood Mage, like an absolute Chad, just solo chasing the Orc army. And has to pull the speed scroll to ensure all the healing goes through. And a lot of raiders are coming. I imagine pillage will be added soon. Attacking the farm with Shockwave. Alrighty. It is good old building kill here. Another Shockwave coming through. Blood Mage now joining for the defense. We got Muddy in the mix. I think you can't banish Muddy, right? Because he's magic immune. Muddy falls. Sag. Then he's out of mana, but he doesn't seem to care. Ensnare on the Berserker, but banish here. Yep. Saves the Berserker. Nicely done. But now the Blood Mage might be in trouble next. Ensnare should be ready in a moment. Tier 2 tech still not started. Lumber is still very low. More Sok is being spread thin between the main base and the expo. And just pumping out more and more raiders. I would love to see Backpack here to ferry in more items from the main. More towers for Sok. He's starting to turtle up. But the expansion here is still very assailable from all sides. Especially from a lot of raiders. And we got 4 of them now. Don't have pillage quite yet, but soon we will.
Town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, and the Berserker and the Headhunter in the main base canceling towers. Damn! Lin doing an excellent job over and over. Between the 2 bases. Oh, the Berserker. Can he save him? Banish? Yes. But this Blood Mage almost has no mana anymore. More mercs! Lots and lots of mercs for Sock. But is that enough? Siphon for a bit of mana again, but there just simply isn't much mana to steal left. Lots of ensnares. Oh, that's a lot of kills. That might be level 2 for the TC, eh? Almost. The mass raiders prove to be good enough as there simply isn't enough mana or firepower to hold on against this raider attack. 1 more goes down. Blood Mage close to 4, but he's not there yet. TC gets 2, and that's a big level up. Now we got the aura buffing up everything. Oh, far forward shove. That's another way to do it, of course. Militia have to be called again. Sock definitely suffering quite a bit here on this map. But if you can ever stabilize, get tier 2 and get the big army, maybe you can still win this. He's still far away from that position. And the Blood Mage, situationally good. His spells can be nice. But right here, when he can't siphon opponents anymore, and when Banish doesn't do that much, his efficacy just not on par with some other heroes. And the Foss is gonna get level 4 here momentarily. Olga Mauler can be safe for a bit longer, but when you've got map control, these mass raiders are just so good. 1 kill after the next. It's an absolute peasant slaughter. In the 2nd game in a row. Lots of heal salves now needed, but lots of heal salves are available. Just barely enough to heal up most of these boys. This raider also needs a bit of help. TC isn't even receiving clarity, he's just being used as a aura bot. And a good tank, I guess. It's nighttime. Sock sees this attack coming in late and the town hall is very exposed. That is so many raiders. Chain lightning as well, lots of healing also. The wolves in the back try to deal with the peasants. And a potion on the Farseer. Look for the next chain lightning, it's gonna be big. Oh baby! 1, 2, 3, 4 peasants going down. Oh my god, so many peasants dying. Jesus! A lot of banish also on the raiders. Is it enough? Is it enough? No, it's not. The expansion falls. The peasants were sacrificed, but it was not enough of a sacrifice. Something more needed to be drained on the altar. TC gets level 3. That must be the aura, I guess. Not choosing yet. Blood Mage again running out of mana. Just like before, that's the problem. These banishes don't have that much of an impact if your army is just so much weaker than that of the opponent. And the raider's so quick. Especially with the aura, you can always pull them back and save them pretty easily. It is Shockwave level 2 though, not aura. Sock is remaking the expansion. Still no tech though, still only tier 1. As Lin is finding more and more kills. Triggers me a bit that this ring isn't on the TC, but okay. We're gonna forgive Lin that one, considering how well he's been playing the rest here. Again, all the raiders saved, makes it back to the shop, and now should be 6 heal salves, available, right? Yes. I forgot to heal the TC. Small mistake. And the mana pot in the Farseer. These chain lightnings have been quite oomphy. Can Sock still win this? He still only has mercs. And footies available in terms of army. Both of those can get destroyed by chain lightning. And even shockwave quite well. So many raiders. Ayaya. Where's the shockwave? Shockwave, chain lightning. Oh my goodness. Chain wave massacre. Too many raiders. 2-0 upgrades, by the way. 2-0 upgrades. No chance for this Great Hall. Suck. Doesn't quite have the resources to try to rebuild. He will soon, I guess. Then is staying on tier 2, not tier 3 shenanigans, just more and more and more raiders. And snares just flying endlessly. So many kills, heat scroll used, Farseer close to level 5. And that's game. GG. 3-0 lead for Lin. He does remain unbeatable here against human. Sock is trying a lot of different things. The Blood Mage is always cool. But in some situations just seems fairly useless. When he can't drain the opponent, when the banish doesn't have much effect, hard to make him work. It could be a 4-0 if Lin wins the next map. Sock maybe feeling a bit frustrated here. Whatever he tries, it doesn't work, even if he gets far ahead, like he did on the last Refuge. Lin is not allowing a win here for the opponent so far. Next map. Again, the choice lies with Sock. What's he going to choose here? I feel like most good maps may have already been picked. Tidehunters is going to be the choice. This once again could be a fast expo try. Tidehunters is definitely good for fast expansions, but I'm sure Lin will be aware that this is a possibility and will probably try to get ready against that with Farseer Grunt opening into Headhunters. Lin isn't showing much weakness yet. The biggest problem he had on LR when there was an early Shadow Priest available for the human, and then the Beastmaster push proved to be very strong. But Sock's rough streak is certainly continuing. 4 losses already here in the Doubi Cup, and I'm afraid the 5th one might just be following here today. But Sock is not giving up. He's gonna give it his all, play this one out, and maybe he has a chance to make the miracle comeback run happen. Or at least get some maps. It's of course not just the match wins that count, but also the maps in the end of the season, when it's about not just the points. Like, I mean, in case of equal points, we're gonna look at the map score. So for that, every map is gonna be relevant as well. Lin again with the same build. 1 grunt into Headhunters. He's not making a war mill yet, but he will, right? Yes. Farseer and Archmage. Will it be the Fast Expo again? Off we go. What do we get? Oh, that looks like an instant expansion indeed. If Lin stops for a bit of creeping, this is just going to be a safe expo.
A player's
And he will. Okay, this looks like a good opening for Sok so far. He's going to get almost level 2 from this camp here. No damage taken on the peasants, more or less. Well done, well done. Then can also pick up a quick level 2 if he goes for the green, but he doesn't. And now he knows. Sees the Archmage here in this position with the gloves. Should be aware now that it's going to be an expo, but the gold's kind of missing for Sok right now.
A player's forces are under attack.
Then gonna creep this green camp here first, get the level 2. If he gets all the last hits, that it is. Oh, if the Archmage can steal some last hits here, that would be huge. Would deny level 2 on the one side and give him the level up at the same time. Oh, and he's gonna get it as well. Probably. Such a big last hit. Such an important last hit. Oh, and he gets it. Good play by Sok. Has a decent start into this game.
A player's forces are under attack.
But we saw how difficult the mid game can be. Those peasants always under threat. Oh, and that's level 2. Basir also bought the circlet to beef up his first hero just a little bit. He's got a lot of mana, by the way, for Chain Lightning. I don't think Sok has defend coming. Doesn't have the lumber at all right now to research that upgrade. Tower is not finished yet. Would be a big deal if this towers can be cancelled. But here comes the militia. Great timing, calling them from the main base. And the first Headhunter goes down. Every Headhunter kill here is relevant. Wolves, though, constantly attacking the Archmage. He's continuously losing HP. Good stutter stepping. Bylin shooting once, running back. But the militia are buying time. And one White Hunter is almost certainly going to fall here. Wolves now somewhere. Still chasing the Archmage. Going to be expiring here momentarily. But the tower finished and it's not that bad for Sok, right? I think. Tier 2 about to finish. If Lin wants to double down on his tempo, he can go for a Tavern Hero, maybe. But then again, TC is so good. Hard to say no to a TC. This Headhunter actually survived. Faster getting closer to level 3 little by little. Chain Lightning could result in a double kill here. Oh yeah. Not quite denied, I believe. And that's the level 3. Level 2 wolves now at the ready. One bestiary only, by the way. Not double beast. Trying to hunt down more peasants. It's really been a peasant travesty here. This whole series. Alright, TC's out, bringing the heal salves, and he's got lots of hungry mouths already thirsting for those salves. Archmage pushed back, very low HP, but the footies should be able to clean this up, I believe, sooner or later. Foster himself quite hurt.
Town is under siege.
Double bestiary coming. Okay, but Sok survives. Oh, the shop's cancelled again. Did start the tech though. Alright, that's a big difference compared to before. PC hasn't chosen a skill point yet. Clarity also for the Farseer is going to have a decent amount of mana left. The shop still not quite finished. I wonder, shouldn't it be the shop? Yeah, shouldn't it be right here? There, perhaps. Would do a better job. Oh, double arcane tower. Very good against the wolves. Not so good against the headhunters, though, I guess. Shockwave first. Okay. Zoc trying to heal. The shop is finally done. He can afford the items. The worst is yet to come, if you will. Raiders are coming, and with that, we're going to have plenty of Ensnare once again to lock units down. Look for these kills. Oh, and the tower wasn't finished yet. This tower probably should have been a bit sooner. Speed scroll trying to run away. Militia there were threatening us around, and the first raider arrives, has the Ensnare ready. Doesn't close the surround quite, though. Next raider coming in. That's going to be a good amount of damage again. On the Archmage, the Wolf happily critting away against the old man on the horse.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
A bit of lag. I think this circlet has been absolutely wonderful, by the way. Buffing up the Farseer. Oh, but now everything's surrounded. Then it's going to have to TP out here, no? Trying to walk it off. The Archmage close to getting ensnared. Lyn has to keep up the pressure right here to avoid the human just macroing up freely and pick off targets one by one with the ensnares. That's the plan. He's not level 2 yet, by the way. Doesn't have the aura yet. This game is not looking as terrible as before, I'd say. Pillage now also coming. Bonus income soon to be added through that. And the raiders. We do have lots of footies. Militia again being called. 2 towers now upgrading. These towers would be a big help. Get one shockwave. Booyah! Hitting a lot, but only level 1, of course. Zoc desperately trying to force away this raider attack. And there's a lot of low HP units indeed. But again, low HP raiders being saved nicely by Lyn, just like we saw earlier, ready to heal them up later. Doesn't have a forward shop this time. Gonna be harder to get those heal cells. Again, I say, backpack. Could be neato. Oh my god, so many peasants dying. But 1 kill, and that's finally level 3 for the Archmage. These water elementals will help. Gonna have the mana for it momentarily. Maybe a mana potion is needed. The tower's finished, and the MK comes out. Zoc sees a silver lining here. And 1 raider falls. Should be 2 raiders going down. Zoc. Something's going his way finally. Then at around 40 supply. Another raider gonna fall. This MK is changing the tide right now, it seems. And it seems like Carson was right. Maybe fast expansion is the way to go, after all. Next raider falls. Lyn has lost a lot of units here. And there's no transition. Just more and more raiders. No tier 3. A lot of footies and peasants had to be sacrificed, but I would say it was a worthy sacrifice. So many raiders being taken out on the other side. The next Stormbolt is going to be ready in a moment. Shop will be falling, though. Trying to force the TP out of the Farseer, but I think he can just run away. He's fast enough, again, thanks to the aura. But the raiders return. More ensnares are ready. Trying to go for the MK. It should be an easy kill with all these ensnares. Doesn't even need to get the surround. MK falls level 3 on the TC. And Zoc notices he's not out of the woods yet. Gonna try to revive the Mountain King, but the altar might also just be getting taken out. Shockwave here into the towers could be glorious. But heal salves are missing. The heal salves seem to be the problem. Then can't heal up the raiders. Ah, there's the shop. Ah, there it is. Far forward shop coming up once again. Shockwave. There's no chain lightning ready at the moment, but it is enough damage. And the MK revive is stopped. Oh, Soki was so close, seemingly to holding, to stabilizing. He's using more and more units. And now the shop will be finished in just a second. The heal cells will be a godsend. We don't have an arcane tower here, so the MK, the TC, I mean, doesn't even have to be worried about mana steal. Oh, mana potion used, ready for the chain lightning. Could give over the mana potion as well to the TC. Oh yes! Chain wave now at the ready. Ultra still not quite finished yet. More and more footies are going down. The heal selves healing up the raiders, and this could be quite possibly a kill against the keep. The expansion also very exposed. We do have double sanctum. Somehow Sok found the time for double sanctum. If he gets to a big caster army with breakers, he will win this, but does he have the time? Does he have the time? Perhaps not. Chain lightning rattling through. Not too many kills yet, I guess, on the peasants. But also through pillage, lots of money now being made from the keep. Chain lightning again. No, wait. Shockwave. But chain lightning also ready. Oh, there it is. And that's more kills, and the keep falls again. Sok has to tap out. It seemed like he almost had it. It seemed like he almost finally stabilized. But he did manage to. Not quite. Lin here finishes this one in clear fashion. 4-0. Lin still on fire. Only 1-0 was able to beat him so far. Now he's got 3 wins, 1 loss. Lin in a good position. 4 wins, excuse me. 4 wins, 1 loss. Sok now at 0-5. The worst result in the entire round-robin stage here so far. The tough season for Sok continues.